Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Sagittarius, we're going to look at October 2022 for you. We're going to look at your career projects and your money for October 2022. We're going to look at your personal relationships for October 2022. And we're going to look at your greatest area of growth for October 2022. We're going to do it with the Energy Oracle deck, the Moonology deck, the Light Seers Tarot, and the Teeny Tiny Everyday Witch. So let's get started, Sagittarius. I hope we get through this reading. It looks really stormy out. Lily's up here. She's chill. So if there's no thunder, we're okay. But we might get an interruption. All right, let's get started with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, career projects and money, personal relationships, and your area of greatest growth for October 2022. Career projects and money. Wow, the fifth chakra. You've got a lot to talk about. This like came out like a lot to talk about. Like you have a lot to say. So I think you're going to be very vocal in regards to a project or your career or something to do with money. You're going to be talking quite a bit about that. That does not only have a love card. That's okay. Yeah, if there's things that you haven't been able to say about something, I feel like I just almost feel like catching up on words. Like if this was actually sitting in the personal relationship, it would just feel like someone that you haven't seen in a long time. I've got so much to tell you. It just like spins off. So you could be like really talkative at work. I don't know, maybe you have a career or projects that you do that require you to talk. I'm kind of seeing like somebody who has a podcast, or I was going to say a blog, but that's more written, right? Podcast. Yeah, keep up with the times, Cindy. Like a podcast. Like just really catching up on that stuff. Maybe you want to start a podcast even. This is really intriguing. If there's something you want to tell your boss and you haven't done it yet, if you're the boss of a Sagittarius, be prepared. Because they're going to be telling you some stuff that they've been holding back on. In October, this is coming out. So, your personal relationships. Contract. Interesting. It's almost like you're going to be like really vocal and talkative at work. But with your personal relationships, you're going to be quite serious. I'm kind of hearing too, you might be holding some people accountable to, I don't know, maybe how you want to be treated in relationships, or there's something here like trying to balance something. You might turn something that's personal into something that is more formal as well. Or you could be dealing with some sort of formal thing in your personal life. Your area of greatest growth. Oh, carrying connections. So it could be focusing on an area of greatest growth. Not the only focus, right? But it is the area of greatest growth. So it's focusing on some sort of connection here that means a lot to you. Yeah. So just focusing on that. Or it could be even, it says connections. So there could be more than one person here that you feel like you haven't connected with in a while. So odd, though, to have contract. The world. Oh, maybe you're getting, oh, it's funny. You know what just went through my head? Somebody's saying like writing up a little contract for their kids. Almost like, you know, they're agreeing that they will do X, Y, and Z over the week so that they get a certain amount of like allowance or something like that. That's interesting. And again, it is kind of holding, there's a sense of holding people or a person accountable in a relationship, truly a contract. The world. So ending something, closing off a cycle, getting ready for something new here. You have a really interesting energy in October. It's almost like you're mixing business with pleasure. You're mixing pleasure with business. I do want to say, like, just with the energy that I'm seeing here, it feels more, yeah, like somebody who, like you could have a business, but a lot of your friends come to that business. And you could have a lot of friends. And I don't know why you would write contracts with them, but let's see where this goes. You could be, well, that's true too. You could be signing like a marriage contract. You could be signing divorce contracts, anything like that that you could put into your personal life. Career projects and money. The 5th chakra. Your commitment is being tested. Oh, maybe that's why you're speaking up here. Something could appear that kind of like says, okay, that's enough. Like it just feels like there's a lot to say that might have been unsaid. And it just almost feels like a verbal diarrhea. Like it just, once it gets started, it just goes. Yeah. It could even be someone, like it could be at work or a project that you're working on and somebody's like, are you really committed to this? Like, what are you kidding me? Do you have, and it's almost like you vocalize, like, do you know how many hours I've put into this? And be like, not even just like billable or workable hours, but these are like how much time I've spent thinking about this. Okay, okay. Contract, personal relationships. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, that's funny. Because, you know, like I'm sitting here going, why would you be doing contracts with your friends? But it's wanting to be held. I really feel like you're almost trying to put into words how you should be respected. Or you'll want to. But because it says don't let pride get in your way, it's kind of like, you know, just be careful with that. Just be careful with that. I can hardly wait to get into the tarot for your reading, Sagittarius. It's quite intriguing. Your area of greatest growth is carrying connections. This energy is gaining momentum. It is. It's growing. It is. I told you. That's what it was supposed to be. The area of greatest growth. You might be compromising on some contracts here. Don't let pride get in your way. You could be reassessing some contracts. These could be personal things in your life, like maybe the landscaper or contractor. I'm going to be honest. Right now, your reading is very, like practical. We're really talking about practical stuff. Have faith in your dreams. A new romantic cycle begins. Step out of your comfort zone. Northward. So have faith in your dreams. Some of you might be. I don't know. You might be stepping into a new romantic cycle over here. Because there's some sort of carrying connection that if... I want to say, if you don't meet this person or you don't start a relationship with someone, it's like you're on the path to that in October. Because it's gaining momentum here. It's building up. Oh, contract. A new romantic cycle. Yeah. Because we've got the scales of justice there. Don't let pride get in your way. Some of you, I don't know, if you could ask, you might want to either ask someone out, and then, so what's coming in with this too is even like a spiritual contract. Wanting to ask someone out, perhaps even propose to someone if you're already seeing someone. Now the other thing, if I know that I get more women or feminine or whatever you want to be than masculine that come to these readings, stereotypically, so let's say that stereotypically men will ask women to marry them. I don't know why women can't ask. I don't know why anyone would ask these days, but anyways, so this here, I feel like you could also, because I'm saying like there's more feminines, someone may want to start something with you here that is based on a spiritual contract, like whether your conscious mind realizes it or not. But there's something here that you might want to hold back on this. Like, well, I don't know why your ego would get in the way of this. I'm not sure, but it's being highlighted. But I see you probably working through it because the carrying connections, which I would associate with personal relationships, is what is kind of gaining momentum and is also the area of greatest growth for you. Oh, the other, yeah, I know what came in with that. Is like, so if some of you are like been seeing someone for a while and they do give you a proposal, I don't know. I mean, it's a really interesting energy. If it's not the way you thought it would be or what you deserve, I wouldn't get too hung up on that. If there's a lot of other things that are really good about the relationship, like don't, you know, like if the diamond ring, if that's something you want, isn't as big as what your friends have had, or if, you were just like sitting together watching a movie and it was just the two of you in like your pajamas on the couch and then he proposed to you, like that's how you can do it. Just, I don't know, there's something, your pride, my nose is itchy, your pride is being highlighted here in some way. Like it might be make you feel like, is that all you really think of? I don't know. Fifth chakra, career, projects, money. The Seven of Pentacles. Well, you're ready to talk about new plans, man. You're ready. You're ready. Let's talk about this. You're ready to talk about making some new plans here. You're ready to talk about the plans that haven't worked up to this point. You're ready to talk about the plans that we need to create so that things will start working. Your commitment is being tested. How is that coming through? The Six of Pentacles. In work, projects, and money, you might I want to say either A, not get as much money as you would like in something, or if you're, you know, if there's a project and you're with some other people and you're investing in something here, you might be asked to invest more and you might go, oh, really? Like, and it's just like, how committed to this are you? Because it almost feels like, you know what? I don't know. Somebody might even tell you more money is needed. More money is needed for a project. That's really coming in strong now. More money is needed for a project in October. You've already invested this much. And I think that's kind of what this is, right? Like you've already invested this much up to the point, but some things have changed here. So more money is needed. You could even combine projects and money here. Like it can be just a very personal project and, you know, things have changed. I want to say things have changed. Like the world is just changing like crazy. It's really fascinating. One of the things like that's kind of I'm seeing here is like how these things have changed is like the big resign, right? That's going on. I don't know if it's going on over North America, if it's going on in the US, but, or in Europe. Yeah, the US, we just cut you off. North America, sorry. In Europe and in Australia and anywhere else that I've not mentioned, the rest of the world. I've seen like promotions here to hire people. I think it's the Audi dealership up the road here. They have a big sign they've had out now for a couple of months. It's a hiring promo. So they're looking for technicians of all kinds. $5,000 hiring bonus if you go work for them right now, because they can. And if you go line up at the Tim Hortons and McDonald's, you're gonna be there for a long time because nobody working there, so you can't get any food. It's really funny, right? But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like things have changed a lot, and all of that is going to affect a lot of other things. So I do feel like somehow, in some way, you're being tested about how much you really invested in some sort of project here. And I do feel like more money might be needed. More money might be needed in this project. If it's a contract, like maybe you need a contract written up for something and you didn't think you would need legal help to do it. it might be a good idea, because it feels like you got to kind of assess the plan here. Your personal relationships, the contract card, the Page of Cups. This is definitely elevating a relationship, but with a contract. But, you know, the weird thing is, because it's not like the Knight of Cups or the Queen of Cups or the King of Cups, which I would have suspected with something like a proposal. It starts off small. It really does start off small here. Ah, maybe that's why don't let pride get in your way. It is. It could be a small proposal. It could be. And that's not what's important. It certainly isn't. So yeah, I don't know. It might just feel like smaller than what you thought. Personal relationships, don't let pride get in your way. The Three of Cups. Oh no, this is interesting. Oh, Sagittarius, this is a really different kind of message. I think we just went Tyler Tarot right here. So some of you, for who this seems to resonate for, you might have a partner that's might be interested in more than just you and them in the bedroom. I don't know. If the only thing standing between you and that is pride, I guess it's really an interesting message. For the rest of you, we're going to come back out of Tyler's Tarot. And for the rest of you, this could be like something going on between you and a group of friends as well, or you and a group of acquaintances, people you have a relationship with. And I don't know how you, like what you would be doing. It's the weird thing that you would be qualifying your value somehow to each other is what it feels like. It's like you're qualifying your value to each other. But this feels small to you. So, but you're being told not to let pride get in your way. So that's the best way I can describe that, because I don't know what area of your life, like how this is. But it's like qualifying your value with possibly a group of friends or acquaintances or people you have relationships with. But it feels smaller to you than what you feel like your worth is. But don't let your pride get in the way in this. So maybe you put a larger financial investment in something and you feel like you still... You put in a larger financial investment with something, and maybe whoever you're doing that with, it feels like their financial investment isn't as much, but yet you all still have the same sort of voting rights or, you know, yeah, I don't know. It's intriguing. So please put in the comments like what this could be. It's really unique and specific. Your greatest area of growth is carrying connections. Oh, the King of Cups. This is big. So this is a big area. This feels big. This feels small. It could be something that starts off small and becomes big, right? Because it's gaining momentum. It's growing. So that could be right. Don't let pride get in your way. Some big things start off really small. Every oak tree started as a little acorn. The energy is gaining momentum. Ooh, the wheel. Ooh, there's a real shift in the air. There's a real shift in the air in the cosmos for you. Page of Wands, Eight of Wands. Wow. Okay. A page again is kind of like simple communication. This is how it goes. Da, 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 da. But then it gets big. There's like a whole bunch going on here. All right. Now I see. Something's going to start off kind of small for you in the personal area. And it might make you feel insignificant. Just be careful, because I think there's more to it than that. Obviously, if you're dealing with people that consistently make you feel insignificant, don't keep feeding into that. Fifth chakra and the Seven of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. Three of Swords, Page of Cups, the Chariot, and the Three of Cups. Well, now that's interesting, right? Because the Three of Cups is over here. Oh, and there's the Page of Cups. Three of Swords, Page of Cups, the Chariot, and the Three of Cups. All right, here we have an answer. Now, I think there's some past things here. This is either you or someone that you're going to be dealing with in October. And I want to say that things start off small here because this person's been through it and some. So this person is not really, doesn't have a lot to give except the Page. If it's you or someone else, I don't know. And then but then the Chariot, like things can pick up and actually become harmonious quite quickly. But there is some vocalization that needs to occur here. That's for sure. Something needs to be said. Or maybe that's what needs to be said. I don't know, maybe somebody needs to say something like, my heart has been broken. It's made me feel small. And it could be about a project here. It's left me not knowing what direction to go. I just want things to be harmonious. Write that. You want to write that down? Put it in there. That's what the tarot is saying. Your commitment is being tested. The Six of Pentacles. The Page of Wands. The King of Swords. And the Eight of Cups. Wow. This is like walk the talk, honey. Speak it, really mean it, and then do it. The Eight of Cups. Speaking the truth. The real truth here. Nothing but the truth. So help me. And the Eight of Cups. This could even be like a final offer or something. The Page of Wands and the King of Swords. This is like somebody communicating like a real truth here. Quite clearly, quite like non-matter of fact. But then the Eight of Cups is walking away. So you're committed. So maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something that you want to walk away from because it is heartbreaking. It's left you feeling small. I'm going to say, if that's what you want to say, then you better be prepared to follow through with it, is what I see here. Because I do feel like for some of you, you might feel like you're not getting what either you feel like you're owed in money, projects, or career, or you're the one being asked to invest more into something here. But you need to be really clear about your truth, your own rules, your own morality. And then if that means that you're walking away, like this means that you're really doing that. Contract and the Page of Cups, your personal relationships. Contract and the Page of Cups. The Ace of Wands. The Star. The Three of Wands. Okay, this is the start of something. Something really beautiful. Something very healing. Something that gives hope to your dreams. But I feel, you know, it's going to start small. It's inspiring. I do feel like you're kind of entering a soul contract here. And maybe for, you know, what this soul contract or this type of soul contract perhaps that you're currently involved in looking for or expecting in life, it should appear bigger to you than what this is. So be aware of that. Don't let pride get in your way. Three of Cups. The Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Well, this is kind of cute too. So I don't know why my back got sore in your reading. It's weird. My back never gets sore just sitting in a chair. Maybe your back is sore. I don't know. It's really weird. I haven't even been working out, so there's no reason for it to be sore. The Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands with this Three of Cups. You might, I don't, okay. This is a scenario here, is you might meet someone at some sort of a gathering. And this person might have a lot of people around them. They might flirt with you a little bit. And there might be something that you're like, oh, you kind of feel something, right? There's a lot that could grow from this, quite a bit. But at some point in the gathering, it might seem like you might be trying to communicate something, or like, and it's almost like this person gets pulled away and they're walking away from you with another group of people. And then it leaves you feeling kind of like, well, shit, like they didn't even pay attention, or they didn't even, However this is, if this is you or someone you're dealing with. Be aware of that. But it says don't let your pride get in the way. So I don't know, you might meet someone somewhere and want to kind of explore that a little bit more. And it seems like I think they're interested, right? Like this is almost like it comes from the heart and it feels like it's elevating to something more. And come on, it's exciting. These are kind of exciting cards, like expecting a little bit more. The Ace of Wands, like, oh, well, that's kind of exciting. And this almost like it makes it feel, something feels healed here almost immediately in this interaction. But I do feel like you're not the only one here. So don't let pride get in your way. If you feel like somebody turned their back on you to walk with another group of people, and your communication, like this Eight of Wands, they're all going the wrong way. So it's like, oh, well, that didn't get heard. Or now I feel like an idiot because I just offered my emotions and they didn't even notice. So don't let that bother you. That's what that's saying. Don't let that bother you. Especially if this is some sort of a group thing. Okay, so your area of greatest growth. Carrying connections to King of Cups. You are really emotionally deep at this point. Your emotions are really deep. You've got a lot to offer emotionally here. I feel like too, like you've learned a lot in connections, because this man here, whether you're male or female or anything in between, he's quite young and youthful in this. But now here, the guy that's sitting, clarifying that, is much older. His hair's gone gray. He's got a beard going on. So there's definitely a sense of kind of like older and wiser. I want to say about relationships. About like the ones, about how to show that you care in a relationship as well. So carrying connections in the King of Cups. The Hanged Man. So I don't think you've just learned with what you've been through. I think you've learned a lot by what goes on around you. And this is one of the things that makes you really, really deep. You may also be going through a stage where you're kind of hanging back from relationships. Like deeper connecting ones. Like that, I mean, this has a bit of a, oh yeah, I don't think they're brothers and sisters. Brother and sister. They're a little close for that. So I would kind of say a little bit kind of on the romantic side. So holding back, but this is going to be an area that you grow in October. The energy is gaining momentum. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that card came out and I let it flip back in. The Queen of Pentacles. Anything else you can tell me about the Queen of Pentacles? The Knight of Swords. Wow. You're really, I'm telling you, you could be meeting somebody who really has the potential to be a partner for you in some way. Whether that's romantic, a deep friendship, a business partnership. And I just feel like initially you meet this person and you're, it feels, I don't know, it could be someone that, because the star is here, like it almost feels like something is immediately healed. And then you kind of like, it leaves you wanting more with the Three of Wands. But then I'm telling you, you kind of feel a little bit shunned. Because it's almost like, oh, they're off with their friends. They're not even, their back is turned, not even paying attention to what I'm doing, what my offer is. And then the Queen of Pentacles is, you know, depicted as a partner, as a spouse, as a business partner. So you are quickly gaining momentum to meeting someone here. Could be someone who has a lot of earth in their chart. Somebody who could be their own entrepreneur. Really, even too, I want to say your greatest area of growth as well is like even producing abundance and of really moving with it. Really, like not even hesitating, just knowing exactly like this is the path. There's no second guessing here. Oh, the sun is at the bottom. Well, that's really nice. So very clear, hitting your mark. I'm going to go do the extended Sagittarius. In the extended, I'm going to look at, what am I looking at? The most unexpected changes for you in October 2022. Thank you very much, Sagittarius. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.